New at 6, the city of San Diego is named in a wrongful death lawsuit after a man riding his bike died following a crash in May of 2021. ABC 10 News reporter Natalie Chuck spoke with the victim's daughter about the changes she wants to see made.
Nobody comes to San Diego and doesn't see Old Town.
It's one of the most popular places in America's finest city.
Old Town was my husband and I's favorite place to go.
But now it's a place Denise Simmons avoids.
You know, I was pregnant when this happened.
For the first time since her new baby boy was born, Denise came with me back to the spot that changed her life.
Now I remember this place as the place where ultimately my dad had his demise.
It was right here on Congress Street outside of Jack and Julio's Italian restaurant where Denise's dad was riding his bike on May 5th, 2021.
An SUV was backing out of this parking lot, was forced to back out, had no choice because there's no other way out of the parking lot. He hit Mark.
Joe Dix is the attorney representing Denise's wrongful death lawsuit against the city of San Diego, property owners, and others. I asked him to walk us through what happened here the day Mark Wolf was hit riding home from his job at the San Diego Zoo.
Mark was thrown backwards into the eastbound lanes of the lane of traffic on Congress, where another car who was traveling the speed limit, following all the rules, in her lane, and ran him over, and the car actually ended up on top of him.
Mark was bedridden for more than a year.
What would bring him joy is, hey, I was able to twitch my finger today. Whereas it used to be, hey, I was able to swim all the way out to the buoy in Pacific Beach.
He died in September of 2022. The lawsuit says the collision caused serious injuries and ultimately death.
Losing my dad has been so hard on our family. Excuse me for a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
It's been really hard on our family because, you know, we have this home where we want to redo the garden, or we want to take my firstborn out for a bike ride and teach him how to ride without the training wheels. And those are things that I wish that my dad was here to be a part of.
The congestion is by design. I mean, the city has developed an area where it's inviting congestion.
The lawsuit calls the road busy and congested and says backing out of the parking lot is an extremely dangerous maneuver.
You've got to do more than just lay a couple stencils on the road. You've got to account for the lighting. You've got to account for the encroachments, the signage.
The lawsuit goes on to say the city had notice of the dangerous condition for a long enough time to have protected against it. The attorney for the city does not want to comment on pending litigation. As for the property owners, court documents reveal they deny all of the allegations. The documents say, in part, Mark knew of the danger and risk associated with his undertaking, but despite such knowledge, he freely and voluntarily assumed and exposed himself to all risk of harm and consequential injuries and damages.
It's a bittersweet feeling being back here.
Although coming back to Old Town might never get easier for Denise.
Part of me felt peace because I knew that, okay, what we're doing here is going to be for the better, hopefully, right? Hopefully we're going to see something change and permanent change. But the other part of me was like, wow, this is where it all happened.
Natalie Chuck, ABC 10 News.
The drivers involved have already settled the matter in court.